Tidbit time. This is a dip tube for your water heater. It is always located on the cold inlet nipple of the water heater. So it would be this thing right here. And that is what supplies the cold water all the way down to the bottom of the water heater. So as you use water, the cold water goes down to the dip tube, to the bottom. It pushes up all the hot water up through the hot side of the nipple. So that way, it sends it all the way down to the bottom, so you don't have the cold water constantly mixing into the top section of the water heater, which will give you tempered water as you use it, so you're not getting full capacity of the hot water. That's why it's important that this dip tube is intact and it works properly, because it sends all that cold water down to the bottom so it doesn't mix into your water. So if you ever have issues with the water heater and you are getting kind of tempered water and everything else looks good and it's working, there's a chance that this dip tube could be broken right there at the top. This was not too far away from that, see? So that's a quick little tidbit. And as you can tell, there's something missing in here. It's the anode rod, and that's going to be our point number 2. This anode rod is laying in the bottom of the water heater. An anode rod is a piece like this. This one came out of a Bradford White water heater, which is why it's connected to the hot water nipple. Other water heater brands have their own anode rod right there. Bradford Whites have them connected to the hot nipple. So that's why it's good to get it checked and inspected every so often, because it starts corroding around right there, so the anode rod ends up breaking and falling off into your water heater, which makes it where you can't ever pull it out. And when it does that, that thing ends up sitting at the bottom of the water heater, and it allows all the corrosion and everything, like when the anode rod starts breaking apart, it just builds up sediment at the bottom. So it's always good every 1 to 2 years to pull your anode rod, get it inspected, see what kind of condition it's in, and get it replaced if need be. If it ends up looking like that, where it starts thinning out right there, you might as well just replace it to prevent the chances of it falling off and to the bottom of the water heater, and you can't ever take it